What's going on, guys? Nick Foy here from AskNickFoy.com. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I want to welcome you. This is going to be one of the best resources on YouTube for learning about online business. My channel is still small. It's still in the early stages for those of you that are watching this in 2017. So if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, you're going to help me grow. And eventually this channel, I think, is going to become, pretty popular because I'm putting out daily content, uploading videos every single day. And it's helpful topics and videos related to online business that I think will help you earn a full-time living and eventually be able to quit your job due to your online business. So that's my goal, to try to help as many of you as I can grow your income, grow your businesses, and be able to live that life, that you've always dreamed of, having that passive income come in from your business. So today we're going to be talking about Pinterest and how it's been a game changer for my online business. It's allowed me to scale my business real quickly, getting lots of traffic a lot quicker to my website than other sources, Google, Instagram, Facebook. There's other ways you could get traffic to your website, but Pinterest has been my largest traffic source. And there's a little bit of backstory to it, why it happened, that I'm going to be sharing with you, and why I believe everybody should be using Pinterest. So let's go ahead and get into it first. I want to show you this graph here. So this chart is my analytics for one of my Pinterest accounts. I've got multiple brands, multiple social media accounts for each brand to try to drive as much traffic possible back to those websites. So this is one of my Pinterest accounts for my golf brand, Golf Practice Guides. So as you can see, this was a period back in late June through July. So this is like a 1 month span. I was averaging about 257,000 monthly viewers, which was down about 10% from the previous month span. But at one time, this was climbing because I was publishing tons of pins in June, really trying to ignite growth, because June and July are hot months for the golf season when people are out searching articles on the web, looking for tips, buying products. So I got my viewership up a ton. And at one point, we cracked about 287,000 viewers here on July 7th. And you can see there it says 23,694 engaged. On average, I engage about 22,000. So engagement means people that are, clicking on your pins and clicking through to your website, or like repinning and sharing your pins. So out of these 22,000 engagement actions, I get roughly 14,000 to 17,000 Pinterest traffic per month right now, and it's still growing. So I just started using Pinterest about 6 months ago, back in February. And the reason that was I started taking online courses from other teachers out there. One of them is Melissa Griffin. She's well known in the internet world space. She has a 7-figure business. She's got lots of high price courses in the $600, $700, $800 range. And then she's got some lower price courses. So I ended up taking one of her Pinterest courses and kind of joining her Facebook community and getting around other entrepreneurs online. And they all were just raving and talking highly of Pinterest and how it, grew their business and how much traffic they saw. So previously I was using Instagram. So I'll go ahead and pull up my account here. So Instagram.com/golf practice guides. And I spent the first few years of my business growing my Instagram. So I got it up to almost 28,000. It was almost to 30,000 followers at one time. I was posting 1 to 2 posts a day. And, every so often I would drop product posts like this one, marketing my products I'm selling, telling them to click the link in my bio. So this link would go to my shop. And that was producing some sales. I was making $1,000 to $2,000 a month in 2016. If I go back and look at some of my old income reports, I think my highest month in 2016 was like June, where I made almost $1,700 doing it this way, just through Instagram. And then eventually my website started ranking on Google, and that added a bunch of traffic, so my sales started going up. And then here in 2017, I took some of those Pinterest courses of different people that had free courses as well as some paid courses. and I thought Melissa Griffin's was one of the best paid courses. So I'm going to go ahead and link to that one below in the bio. And I've also got a course I made as well that I'm going to link to. So you'll see my course and her course next to each other. Mine's a cheaper course than hers. Hers, like I said, is more high-end, expensive course. But you're going to learn a lot of the same information that you need to know to be successful on Pinterest. So you can check them both out, choose which one, or you could take them both. You know, like I said, I took multiple Pinterest courses from multiple people because it's always good to get everybody else's perspective so you see it from multiple people's views, and that's going to help make you well-rounded on the subject. So Pinterest, you know, I got started about 5 months ago after learning that this was the route everybody else was taking online and seeing a lot of success. So the first few months, you know, I started seeing a few hundred people coming to my website, and then it doubled and tripled to the thousands, and then it doubled and tripled, you know, to 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, and now we're up to, you know, 15 to 17,000 people per month, and we're only in like month 6 of using this, and it's still growing. This case, it started finally declining my viewership a little bit, but my engaged is still staying pretty high. So I've got to keep, you know, on a consistent schedule here of posting pins. I don't use any auto scheduler for this account. I do use it for my other accounts, so it's auto pinning for me every day, and I need to go ahead and purchase a yearly subscription for this account to get it pinning every single day, because manually when I was pinning every day and, you know, repinning my own stuff with my other accounts I have, it was helping to grow. And then pretty much July I took off and stopped focusing on my golf brand, started really focusing on Under 30 Wealth and Ask Nick Foy, my other 2 brands, and a few other niche sites I'm working on in the mix. So neglecting this brand on Pinterest, you can see that I'm starting to hit a decline. But I'm not worried about it because once I get back, you know, publishing every day, different pins and creating a ton of pins, this will start going back up again. But basically the point here is that Pinterest can send a ton of traffic to your website. So I'm getting, you know, thousands and thousands of visitors each month, and it should continue to grow as I've seen with all 3 of my brands. Once I started using Pinterest, it quickly became my top traffic source, surpassing Instagram, surpassing Google, you know, surpassing Facebook. So a lot of people start out blogging, trying to rank articles in Google, trying to do SEO, search engine optimization, and that takes a long time to happen. You know, it took me almost 2 years to start getting a lot of my articles ranking in Google, and now I'm getting thousands of visitors per month from Google, as well as, you know, a couple thousand from Instagram, and then I'm getting lots and lots of thousands from Pinterest. So it's all adding up, you know, to thousands of visitors coming to my website each month. So with that being said, then the whole goal is to try to convert that traffic. So here's where I'm going to show you, you know, the power of Pinterest in making money. So in the next slide, we're going to begin running through some numbers and doing some math so you can see how you can make a good living from your online business just by focusing on Pinterest and not even worrying about, you know, Google SEO, Twitter, Facebook, all those other platforms. If you just start a business and you build it around Pinterest, using Pinterest to drive traffic to your products, to your affiliate products, you know, whatever it is you're promoting, you can make a good living as a side hustle or a full-time living just focusing on Pinterest. So let's go ahead and get into the math so that you can see how the income is possible from Pinterest. All right, so here we are on the Ask Nick whiteboard. I'm going to be getting into some math examples to show you how the math will work out using Pinterest and how you can predict how much Pinterest traffic you need based on your income goals. So to make things simple, let's just use a solid number. So I'm going to use 20,000. I said how I'm getting between 15,000 to 17,000 monthly visitors coming from Pinterest for my golf brand. But we're going to round it up to 20,000, assuming that I get back on Pinterest promoting my golf brand more and it keeps growing and eventually I get to 20,000. So at 20,000 monthly people coming to my website, then you're going to try to convert a percentage of these visitors into paying customers. So the majority of my pins on Pinterest go to blog posts, but I also have lots of pins that I've created that take people directly to a product page. So in this case, we'll try to break it down even further. So let's say that maybe 16,000 monthly visitors are headed to blog posts and the other 4,000 are going direct to my product pages. So from there, out of these 4,000 people that hit a product page, many of them are going to be on my website for the first time. They might not be familiar with who I am. So they're going to read, all about my product, and then they might start clicking around, looking at my website, looking at my other products. And then there's going to be others who stop by and they just, purchase the product right then and there out of a heightened emotional state from reading my sales copy about my product. So let's say that we convert, out of those two scenarios, maybe 1% of people buy my product. So if we multiply, 4,000 by 1% of people that stop by, that's going to be roughly about 40 sales. So 4,000 people come, 1% of them end up buying right then and there. The other 99% of people are going to say, I don't know you well enough yet, and they're going to click around my website. They might hop off my website. They might end up clicking onto my email newsletter, and then eventually they get funneled through my email community back to my product. So the 1% that do buy, that's going to be 40 sales. Then we've got this other 16,000. They get sent to a blog post on your website. Let's say that 1% of these 16,000 people end up making it all the way to the product page. Then they end up buying the product as well because now they've had the blog post to warm them up. So they're familiar with my content. Maybe that blog post was super helpful. It got their emotions up and, getting them hype about their potential that, my course or my ebook or whatever product could do for them. So they end up clicking that link at the end of the blog post telling them, if you want to take this a step further, check out my course. So they go check out my course. That 1% of the people end up buying. So, now you're looking at about 160 potential customers coming through. So all in all, if you convert at 1% for both of these, the people that go to the blog posts, the people that go directly to the sales page, that's going to be, roughly 200 customers there. So ideally, 200 customers, you should be able to make a decent amount of money off of that. So now it comes down to what price your product is. So in my case, if I'm selling a $50 to a $500 product and you multiply that by 200, that's going to be a lot of money per month. So let's say that the average sales price out of all the products in my store, I've got ebooks, worksheets, courses, training plans. Let's say on average I might make, $30 a customer. So if I'm able to make $30 on average a customer because of my lower priced products and my higher priced products, then that's going to end up being about $6,000 per month. Just from, those 200 customers that resulted from having 20,000 people come through from Pinterest. So as you can see, this is how the math starts stacking up if you want to try to make a full-time income using just Pinterest to drive traffic. So in my case, you build up your Pinterest account to the point that you're getting 20,000 people coming through to your website. Eventually, 1% of that traffic converts into about 200 customers each month. And then it just depends what the average price of each sale is in your store. So in this example, I just made up, let's say it was $30, then I would get 200 times $30, which would equal $6,000 per month in revenue. Now, if you're selling a higher price course, maybe you've got a $500 course. In that case, this conversion rate might go down because, less people are going to want to spend $500 on a course. So you'd have to rework the numbers. So let's go ahead and do a second example. All right, so next example, let's say that we're working with my Under 30 Wealth brand. Similar to my golf brand, it started taking off lately on Pinterest, getting thousands of people coming through each month to my website, to different blog posts, and eventually it's going to keep growing and it's going to hit that 20,000 visitor milestone. So my Under 30 Wealth brand, on the other hand, is going to be selling a real estate course when it launches for $500. And I may have another pricier option at $9.99 that's going to include some, bonuses like coaching or private sessions, maybe a private mastermind group, some different incentives to help kind of give people two options. They can either buy just the course or they can buy that higher priced option. But here we are with 20,000 visitors coming per month. We've got a $500 product or a $500 course that teaches people how to build a real estate investing business kind of similar to what I did. I got started investing in real estate at age 20. By age 22, I'd already done 2 deals that had over 6-figure profits that helped build my net worth quickly. So I wanted to help other young people get started investing in real estate. So that's what this course will be teaching. So let's take that $20,000, and since it's a higher priced course, it's $500. We're not going to get as many people purchasing it right off the bat as compared to like a $20 ebook or a $50 course or a $99 course. This is going to take some more thought and time. So a lot of people are going to want to read lots of blog posts. They might join your email community. It might take them a while to come around to buying that $500 product. So initial people that we drive from Pinterest straight to, a product page, they might convert, at a small, like 0.1%. So we'll just make up that number, for example. Ideally, it's probably going to be less than 1%. All right, so that 20,000 multiplied by the 0.033, so 1/3%, that's going to result in about 66 customers. So next we could just multiply the 66 customers by the $500 product, and you're looking at $33,000 per month in course sales. So that's going to be a 6-figure annual income you're earning from selling a $500 course, because you're getting 66 sales off of 1/3% of people converting into customers that came from the 20,000 people that Pinterest was sending to that course page. So as you can see, this is how you have to do the math to try to figure out how much money you're going to make from your online business. So this has me excited because I see my Pinterest traffic growing every month for my Under 30 Wealth brand. And now I've got YouTube, I've got Instagram, which is at 10,000 followers. YouTube channel is fairly new, but it's getting some viewer growth each month. So I'm going to have all these other sources sending traffic to my course page when it launches for my $500 course. And I've got Pinterest growing, which will probably be my leading traffic source that sends the most traffic. So by having lots and lots of traffic from all these different sources, hit my sales page, and I'm going to be able to convert a small percentage of that into customers, which when you multiply it by my $500 course, it's going to result in thousands of dollars of income, just like I'm seeing already with my golf brand. So I created one successful brand. Now I'm replicating that same process in another niche with Under 30 Wealth, which is all about personal finance, wealth, real estate investing. So this is how I did the math to try to think how much money I could potentially make. And for those of you, this might be mind-blowing income, but this is still small on the scale of online business, because when you think about only 20,000 people coming to your website each month, there's websites out there that have hundreds of thousands of visitors per month coming to them, and then those hundreds of thousands of visitors convert into, course sales. So like I said, Melissa Griffin, she makes over 7 figures per year. So obviously this example here is only going to be, we're looking at $300,000 to $400,000 per year with my example of what my brand might be doing in a few months' time. But her brand, I'm sure she does even more sales per month in order to hit 7 figures per year. To make $1 million a year, you got to be making $83,000 a month. So that extra $50,000 that she's making a month compared to my example, that's a lot of more sales, but she's even well beyond that. She's probably making anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 per month selling online courses. And I've got other online friends that I've actually had phone calls with, doing some network mastermind sessions. One in particular, I won't necessarily mention his name just for privacy reasons, but he's doing over $300,000 per month, and he's in the Amazon niche. So he teaches people, how to sell products on Amazon, doing retail arbitrage. He became successful making thousands of dollars per month doing retail arbitrage, and then he created a course. He charges, $500, $600, $700 for his course. So every month he's getting a couple hundred students joining that course, and it's making him a 6-figure monthly income. And he was already able to become a millionaire at a very young age. So it's definitely possible to start an online business and scale it quickly due to the power of social media. If you think about how much traffic you can get from Pinterest, that's just one traffic source. Then you've got Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. So if you're building a following on all these platforms for your brand, Plus, you're mixing in some Google search engine optimization known as SEO. All these strategies is going to drive lots of traffic back to your website. It's going to go down your funnel, eventually come to your course page, and you try to convert those people into customers. And that's how you can start easily making 6 figures per year, even 7 figures per year running an online business. So I hope this video was eye-opening for you today. I showed you strictly how I'm going to be using Pinterest to be making 6 figures per year. But like I said, I've also got traffic coming from other sources like my Instagram accounts that have over 10,000 followers and my golf account that has over 30,000 followers. I've got articles ranking on Google sending me traffic from SEO. And then I've got, some Facebook and Twitter traffic as well. So these, sources are all sending lots of traffic. And as I come out with more courses and higher priced courses, my income's going to continue to grow over the long term. So I'm excited with my business. I wanted to share these things with you guys today so that you can implement them into your business. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I've got a Pinterest course that I created showing you how to get started with Pinterest, how to use the platform, customize your profile, change all your settings. We go over Pinterest SEO, how to rank your pins so that they get seen by people, how to link pins back to your website. I cover pretty much everything that you need to know to get started using Pinterest. And then there's Melissa Griffin's course, which is the next step up from mine. She goes even more detailed into how to use Pinterest, mixed in with like email marketing, growing your email list through Pinterest, selling courses through Pinterest. She covers a whole lot more. She's got a lot bigger course called Pinfinite Growth. So I'll go ahead and link that below in this video. I'll link both these courses. You can check them both out. But this would be the quickest way to get started using Pinterest. And then in a few months' time, after you implement these strategies, you'll start noticing, your pins getting seen. A couple hundred people will start coming by. And if you get that one viral pin or you get multiple viral pins, you'll start seeing several thousand people coming to your store page or your product page or whatever it is you're promoting. And that's going to help, increase your income all of a sudden by getting lots of different pins out there. And then some of them are going to become viral and you're just naturally going to get lots of traffic as a result. So check these courses out. Otherwise, we've got some free content on our website, asknickfoy.com, and a couple training videos on the YouTube channel that I've made. So you can also check those out as well. Thanks so much for watching today's video as we reviewed Pinterest and how you can grow a massive amount of traffic that will then convert into customers, and you can make a full-time living just focusing on Pinterest. But if you need more traffic, there's always other sources as well: Instagram, Facebook, Google, Twitter, and other sources that will help add to your overall traffic source in addition to Pinterest. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Also subscribe. I upload every single day, so turn on notifications. That way you get notified when I upload my videos each day. And until then, I will see you guys tomorrow.